Hey everybody. So last weekend I was in Toronto for the 2016 Wacken Battle of the Bands Canadian Final. Somebody lost their freaking mind and thought it would be a great idea to make me a judge. We got to choose the band that would go on to Germany and compete on the international level. Now, considering Canada has won the Wacken Battle for 2 years running, I took the role very seriously. There was no way I was going to let anything less than a stellar band represent Canada in Germany. Now, the cool thing was I got to hang out and discuss the performances with the other judges. They were journalists, promoters, record label execs, people with actual qualifications to be judging a band's performance. And, well, I found our opinions matched on quite a number of points about what makes a good live performance. But I also listened to what they were looking for in a band and learned a few things along the way. And I thought I'd share that with you guys looking to give your band the boost it needs to get ahead with your live show. This is how to rule the stage. This is a companion piece to my other series, How to Get Your Band Ready for the Stage. Whereas that series was more about logistics of playing live, this is more about performance. Now, here's the one thing I have never really understood about these Battle of the Band events. Everyone knows what they're looking for in a performance. The judging sheets even have various categories on what to mark out for each band. But nobody ever actually bothers to tell the bands what they want. Because it's not just about technical proficiency or how your tone is or your songwriting. It's about how you combine those aspects to create a larger-than-life performance. You have to be more than the sum of your parts. The best bands in history have understood that. Look, you guys want to be Voltron, not the fucking GoBots. Let me break it down for you in 5 simple points. Drummers, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 1 more. Got it? Okay, here we go. Step 1, be entertaining. I've seen this happen with bands before, and I saw it happen at this battle. The band could play well, they were tight, the guitar tones were heavy as fuck, and they sounded good. But they were boring as shit to watch. Why? Because they don't fucking do anything! You're not the animatronic band at Chuck E. Cheese, you're a heavy metal band! Fucking move around! Stop staring at the floor! Stop staring longingly into each other's eyes, wishing you could hold each other and remember that there's a room full of people out there that paid money to see you. Try looking at them once in a while. If you're the singer, don't do this the entire show. It's a big fucking stage, use it! And before anybody starts with the, oh, but what about you guys? Shut the fuck up! Step 2, engage your audience. When you finish a song, don't let your audience hang for 30 seconds while you take a drink of water. Fucking talk to them. Let them know that you're excited to be there and performing them. Don't be, oh, hey everyone, thanks for coming out to the show tonight. Look, I'm sorry we pulled you out of your mom's basement and away from your hentai collection long enough so you can do what you say you love to do. Sorry it's such a burden playing live. And if you are thinking about handing the mic to the drummer between songs, don't! What you need to do is work on your stage routine, because if your drummer has more charisma than you, maybe you should take up bass and let someone with some balls front your band. Don't be a pussy, don't hide behind your mic. Play a character if you must. It worked for Alice Cooper. Be larger than life. Step 3, be efficient with your time. Get on stage, play your ass off, and don't waste time between the songs. And make sure that they flow. That means writing out your set list ahead of time and making sure everyone in the band has a copy of it. Yes, this is a lesson hard learned. If you're playing one song directly into another, make sure that all the band members know about it. Trust me, it's a big help. And when you're finished your set, get your gear off the stage as efficiently as possible. That means do not go to the bar for a drink, and if you're in an opening band, do not play an encore. Nothing says we're a bunch of assholes like doing an encore when you're opening. It's almost as bad as introducing the band members of an opening act. Believe me, nobody gives a fuck. Step 4, be dynamic. If you're playing heavy as fuck 100% of the time, guess what? It's not heavy. Music is dynamic. If you pull things back from time to time and let the band rest while the guitar player or the bassist plays a 4-bar break, things have much more impact when the whole band roars back to life. You can't go balls deep all the time. The breaks are what make the heavy bits heavier. Write songs with that in mind and your band will stand out on stage. If you're playing full on all the time, you've got nowhere to go and things get real stale real fast. It's basically a live version of the loudness war, and believe me, nobody wants to see Saint Anger the musical. Step 5, play it like it's the last show you'll ever do. If you're walking out on stage, it doesn't matter how big the show is, it doesn't matter how small it is, it can be your sister's freaking birthday party. If you're not giving it everything you've got no business being on stage. Play with emotion. Pour your heart into it, because that's what we want to hear, because it comes across. If you're just going through the motions, the audience will know. It's easy to tell when an actor is phoning in a performance, and the same thing applies to a band. We want the inspired performance. We want the band that can play well together, be proficient at their instruments, engage the audience, and make them say, wow. But most of all, we want the performance that's going to inspire people in the audience to go home, pick up their own instruments, and practice. Fuck, I fucked that up. I need to change that.